This is Jonathan Herman. This is my channel. Appreciate y'all guys tuning in just for a little bit. I got a review I want to do with y'all guys. I've been talking to y'all about muzzleloading and some reviews on it. I got two muzzleloaders I want to show y'all guys. One's an Optima, a CVA Optima, and the other one is a night vision. Both of them has a Bushnell scopes on them. One's a 4x9x50. I'll show you the night vision first. This is the night vision. It's solid black stock. It's got a both of the guns have stainless steel barrels. Both of them that I remember. I know the CVA, and I'm pretty sure this night is a 1x28 twist, or 28x1 in the barrel. That's the twist. You can, if you know, most people like, if they can see real good, they like to shoot open sights. They come with open sights. I got the optical sights on this one here, and the CVA doesn't. It didn't come with any sights on this, but this night did. And I actually tried to shoot this thing when I first got this thing with the sights, and my sight's not as good as what it used to be. So you see I wear glasses. But it has a Bushnell scope on it. It does break down just like a regular, the traditional muzzleloaders now. Like a single shotgun, shoots to 209 primer. This takes an actual tool to go in here and take it. I'll not take the primer, the breech out, but it takes a tool to take that breech out, and it screws out. Most y'all guys may have a night. Like I say, this is a night vision. This in here is actually 44 inches, I think, in total length, and I think the barrel is actually 28 inches. The Optima is 26 inches. The Optima is, I think it's 41. 41 inches in total length. But getting back to the night here, it's 50 caliber. It's a very good gun. I mean, I've had this gun for about 10 years. I've not killed many with it. I've killed several. I've killed 2 or 3 with this gun. And that's not many for 10 years, but you let a lot of deer walk too. But this gun here is a little bit heavier than the Optima. This in here is 7.6. The Optima is 6.5, I think, in weight. This is a heavier gun. It's a little bit longer. This gun is not very well in the blind. To me, it's not. It's just a little bit long. It's okay in the stand. Shoots very well. That now may not be in every gun like this all nights, but I did have an issue with this gun here. It misfired on me one time, and the reason is, if you do not shut this breech, and it's stiff, and it's not metal like it's got more plastic here. So if you don't shut it and slam it shut, it will not fire. So that's the only drawback on that gun. But taking it apart is pretty much a breeze. You don't have but just I'll not take it apart, but you take the trigger mechanism off. This one screw comes out, and this one set screw comes out, and all that pops out. You can take it all the way down to the barrel. Take the barrel off, clean it if you want to, but I usually don't. Try to keep my guns fairly clean. I clean them every time I shoot them, and when I come out of the woods, I try to wipe them down. The Optima is, like I say, a little bit shorter gun. Let me tell you, I will tell you this. The night does have a button safety, which is very good. If you can get this gun in the youth size and a night, it has a button safety. Whether you can see it or not, I don't know. But it has a button safety. Just like any other gun, you push it to the left to be safe, to the right, you see the red on the button, it's ready to fire. This one does not. The only safety you have on this gun is actually do not cock it until you're ready to fire, because there's no button safety on this gun, nowhere on the trigger. The only safety you got is right here, and you keep your hand away from it. I don't touch that trigger or the hammer until I'm ready to fire. You barely hear a click. You know, and some people, I have done this before, and it's not. I don't recommend it, but you can put your finger on that trigger and pull it back where there's no click, and it'll hold, and you don't hear a click. I don't really think it's going to bother a deer unless it's right up on top of you. But like I said, that's the only drawback on this gun, is there's no button safety. You know, the 30-30 rifle does have a button safety, and you can pre-cock the trigger on the 30-30. For whatever reason, it would be nice if Optima would come out with that on these type guns. It's a little bit aggravating. It can cause you to you know, get confused what you got and still have the button safety on, but it's still safer to me. But like I said, just remember the Optima, this Optima. Now they may have it. This is an older gun too. I've had this gun probably about I'm gonna say 5 to 6 years. I bought it after I bought that Night. I wanted something different. I bought it. I got this. This is a special. I ordered this special, which is a thumb hole. This gun does break down. It's got a trigger on the front of the trigger guard. Press it, it breaks down. This is where you take it apart. Very simple. Take it out. This is more simpler than what the Night is. Both of them has their pros and their cons, but I like this feature here. You don't need a tool. Just take it out. You're pretty much done. You do your cleaning or whatever you're going to do to it. This gun here has never misfired on me, ever. Now, I'm going hunting tomorrow with it and watch it misfire on me. It better not, I hope not. But it has a smaller scope on it. One reason is because this is more of a close range gun. I'm 50 to 70 yards. I mean, I'm sure to shoot 120, 150 as much as that Night will, but this does have a little bit shorter barrel. The Night holds a little bit more better pattern than this Optima does, being, I'm going to say, because of the length of the barrel. But the scope on this was it's a 3x9 by 40, and I've not had it's older scope on it. This gun here will run you about $350, just the gun. If you get the thumb hold, you're probably looking at another $50 now. You might can find these guns a little bit cheaper. This gun, like I said, and it's camouflage. I got, you know, anytime you get anything special, you know, I guess you'd say different than just basic. This is what you would call basic. You know, synthetic stock, just black. With, like I say, both of them has a stainless steel barrel, and you can see, I don't know if you can see here, but maybe you can see that there is a difference. This gun, the Optima, is actually, in my opinion, a better gun to shoot out of a blind. I use a blind here at the house from time to time. This gun's more compact. It's more maneuverable in the blind than the Night is. The Night's a little bit more complicated to move in the blind and get situated on the deer. But this one here is just more compact, and I like it in the stand too. It's more compact. It's more easier, like I say, to move around. It's probably going to be more easier to move with the camera too, with it on my shoulder close to me. So we'll see how that performs and how I perform tomorrow, I hope. But maybe we'll get to pull a trigger on something. But guys, that's all I got on these guns. Maybe y'all guys own the Optima and maybe a Night. Those guns will last me a lifetime probably. As long as you take care of your stuff, they'll take care of you, I guess you'd say, in a sense. You know, they'll be there to be able to be used. But one thing I want to mention to y'all, trying to get out of this wind. Trying to let this wind blow down so you can hear me. I hope it ain't bothering the sound. But anyway, cleaning trails out, or not trails, but making shooting lanes and stuff. I wanted to talk about this just for a little bit and give y'all a tip. Maybe it'll help y'all out. But if you're ready to cut your shooting lanes, we need to, I'll tell you what I done. I cut mine too late twice in a season, and it messed me up. And well, I guess you say in 2 seasons. I was hunting in one spot. I cut some. It was late in the year. The season had already pretty much started within a week or so. So I cut me a cutting or shooting lane, saplings and stuff. Cut a pretty good size area, and never seen no deer. Done the same thing in another spot. Cut some trees and stuff, and it was late in the year, and sort of, I think, messed myself up. The reason I say this is because when you do this late or right at the season, these deer are used to their territory, and if they're frequently using this area, and you go in and cut a bunch of trees out and clear it out like a football field, and that's exaggerating, but if you clear out a big area, and these deer are going to notice it, it'd be just like me coming to your house and moving your furniture around your living room or your den. You're going to notice it. So these deer, I mean, I know they're not got a human brain, but they still have instinct. They understand their area. So if you do a lot of changing, it's just like if you put a stand up. A lot of people, they've had cameras in the woods, and people's told me they've had cameras in the woods and had pictures of deer, actually videoed deer looking up at their stand. They know that stand's not supposed to be there. Even blinds, they know that's not what's normal. And so, guys, if you haven't cut your shooting lanes yet, you probably need to wait and just pick your shot. Now, if you go cutting a bunch of shooting lanes now, and if your season's in, whether it's bow or muzzleloading or whatever it is, you may mess yourself up. I'm going to tell you this one thing. The deer in my area are very particular, I guess you'd say, are very aware. I have my camera turned one way in an open area. It's not a place where I cut anything. It's just a pretty open area where I was baiting. And I noticed for 2 weeks, I was only getting deer stepping in the edge of the frame. There's hardly ever coming in the frame of the camera. It was coming in the edge of it, and I actually got some running through, and what it was, my opinion is, it was too open. They were not safe, I guess. They didn't feel safe in that open area, and they were more safe in the area next to where I was actually had my camera focused on. And there's little saplings in that area. So I actually went in last week and turned my camera into the wooded area, and it's not that wooded, it's just got some saplings sticking up here and there. And I got more pictures. I'm telling you this to let you know that I've just, from experience and watching how these deer in the last month on the camera, how they've been acting, I'm pretty sure these deer are pretty aware of what's going on. And when we start getting in the woods more often and with guns, and they're going to be more, a lot of people say, well, the deer's already got spooked. Well, they're not spooked. They're just more aware that something's not right when you're in the woods every day. So what I'm saying is, in the short way, is be aware when you start changing the terrain around where you're hunting. If you change it too much, you could be messing yourself up and cause yourself not to see as many deer. I think I've learned something this year, really, from just experimenting, from turning the camera and watching these deer for these last, really, 4 weeks. I've only hunted one time. I've just been trying to take, take it in how these deer are reacting to the area and to the bait and stuff. Actually, you guys may do this and may not. I actually started taking a log when these deer start coming in, whether it's what time it is, what the moon phase is, what the temperature is, what day it is. And I've sort of got them halfway pinned down that I think I know about when they may be in there. Going to try to go by the hunting app. The hunting app, I will tell you this, told me today that tomorrow is a very poor time to hunt and fish. I'll find out tomorrow if it's true or not. Guys, appreciate y'all watching. I know it's been a lot of talking. I hope y'all enjoyed this review. I hope y'all are looking for a gun. These two guns, the Night Vision, the Optima, CVA Optima, those are two real good guns. I've had no issues to complain about. Never had a, and I will tell you that both of these guns I shoot the same grain, the 100 grains pellet. I shoot the pellet in it. And I have shot the powder. So they both shoot both pretty well, but they seem like they like that powder a little bit better because I think it burns a little bit, hotter or better. And I shoot a 250 grain Sabot bullet, and I've not had any problem with that either. Most of the deer I've shot with either one of these guns has dropped. Never had to track one with it. Not saying I won't, but as of today, I have not. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share the video if you will to your friends. Appreciate y'all guys watching. Until next time.